Thing I've been dealing with. I bought Imagine Festival tickets in August, right? So that's a $1,100 purchase I made, and I was supposed to get my tickets in the mail. Now I took a screenshot of my order because I never got the order confirmation in my email account, my Yahoo email, josephdillinger@yahoo.com, which I'm paying like, $14, $13 a month for to have security on it. Um, Meanwhile, I didn't get my confirmation email for an $1,100 purchase, and I wasn't able to email and contact the vendor or get a hold of them on, you know what I mean? I wasn't able to get a hold of them on social media. Um, so I tried to, you know, I, I went to the post office and they verified that I didn't have that no package sent to me. I went to the police department, made a report, and then I called the bank and they told them that my mail had never come to me, and they told me that they would get me a refund within 24 hours. Now my refund never came, and then the bank told me I had to wait 30 days, and then after 30 days, the bank was like, well, we're just not going to give you any money. And I was like, but my tickets got stolen, and then I had got some more tickets in the mail later, but see, I never talked to the fucking vendor. I never talked to the vendor. I didn't know who the fucking tickets were from. They were from California. They said I want tickets on it. That was who sent the tickets from California. I didn't know what the fuck that was. You know what I mean? All it did was alert me further that I was being defrauded more. You know what I mean? Because I mentioned it to the bank that I still wanted to go to the show and get tickets and stuff, but it's because I wanted cash money to go buy tickets in person from the vendor, if that was a possibility. And then I went up to Believe Music Hall to get a hold of the Iris label and talk to somebody that does their customer service. But I got kicked out. I got kicked out of the Believe Music Hall because I was yelling at the Capitol building, exercising my free speech because I was pissed off about the war on drugs and the war on terror, and I was calling out the Capitol building. I mean, it was late at night, and the music was going. I wasn't louder than the music, so I don't know why the security guards pulled up on me and started acting crazy. But I was just like, hey, I'm just practicing my free speech. If it's a problem, just okay, I'll leave. You know what I mean? Y'all making me uncomfortable about it. I'll leave. You know what I mean? If it's not okay, that's all you had to say. I'll go. I left, and then they talked. I talked to him, and Little C was there, and I guess the other guy. I kept trying to get his name. He kept saying it was the boss, and whatever. You know what I mean? I was like, this. It's supposed to be a plural environment, but maybe he's new or something. You know what I mean? But being a trained infantryman and having somebody pull up on me and start antagonizing me, and the whole approach was pretty amateur, I guess. But I didn't buy into it. I kept trying to talk to him, and I was like, "What's the problem? What's the problem? I'm just practicing free speech." And then, you know what I mean? I know clearly the problem is that I'm calling out the government's Capitol building, and when you do stuff like that, they're gonna send some folks after you. Because there was, I could tell, like the boss is fucking. You could tell he was getting bozo balled, man. There's nothing normal with his behavior. You know what I mean? He kept repeating himself and was just trying to get me to, like, I guess, lose my temper or something. And I was just didn't want to buy into it. But I talked to everyone. I talked to the girl at the bar and I talked to the girls out front about talking to somebody, but they made me leave the venue before anybody could show up to talk about the tickets. So I've still got this $1,100 mail theft that happened, that the police won't help me with, that my bank won't help me with, that I can't get a hold of the vendor about. But that's a huge deal. You know what I mean? To just have your mail stolen for $1,100 and then to not even have it acknowledged by anyone in your community. So that's terrible, but it needs to be addressed.